This doesn't feel so much like playing a game as it feels like I'm just at an art exhibit. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play 1001 Games. I'm your host, Gaming Jay, and today we're hopping into the modern classic known as flOw. This is a flash game, and you are some kind of weird microorganism, as you can see here, moving rather slowly. If I click the mouse, he moves a little faster, and he can eat things. And so this might remind you of Spore, that game that was created by the guy who created SimCity, I think. Will Wright is the guy? I think so. Oh look, there's another organism just like me eating stuff. Oh, but we can eat him. Oh, we murdered one of our own. We are horrible single cell organisms. I don't know what you would call us. But the way it works is there are little guys like this. See this guy with the red dot? If you eat him, you go to the deeper layer of the... Oh, we just killed another one of our allies. Jeez. We are terrible creatures. If you eat one of these guys, you go into a deeper layer of existence. Oh, I'm missing him. There we go. And down we go. So you just want to continue to eat these guys, go deeper and deeper. Things get more complicated. Oh, what are those things? And more difficult. If you eat these other guys, you go up a level. So red takes you down. The blue guys take you back up. And beyond that, you just kind of float around and do stuff. So it's like eat his butt. Oh, we just ate his butt and his face. Oh, look, we're growing arms. This really is like Spore. We're evolving, guys. Our creatures learning what it means to kill and what it means to survive. Now, this game, by the way, was somebody's master thesis. Believe it or not. Which is funny because, oh, look at all these little things. Oh, look at this. It's a whole little, it's a feeding frenzy is what it is. It's funny that this was actually somebody's master's thesis because this is like... This game has definitely been called more art than a game, and you can kind of see that. I mean, it is the most casual of casual games. There's virtually no challenge to this game, and that's an issue that I will return to. Man, look how complicated my little creature's getting here. This is actually kind of fascinating. But it's a very easy game to play. There is virtually no way to lose this game. Now, we could be seeking out these sort of red dotted organisms over here and just very quickly speed running our way down to the bottom of microorganism land. Or we can take our time collecting these other little pellets and growing in sophistication. Let's just continue to go down for a little bit and see what we're going to find. So the deeper we go, I don't even know where we are. We're probably an organism in someone's spit or something. But the deeper we go, the weirder things get. Just like in real life. Look, we just ate that guy's butt again. We're gonna eat this guy's face. Oh, no, we missed his face. And there we go. We're just like eating pieces of him. He does not feel good. He's like, oh god, I feel that somebody's eating me. Oh, we went off the screen there. Okay, hold on, let's just keep going deeper. So yeah, the creator of this, Genovo Chen, he had a master's thesis. Can we eat these things, by the way? I think we can. A master's thesis about, oh, it wants to attack me. Stay away from me, man. What did I ever do to you besides eating a little piece of you? Who knew that was a crime? Who knew organisms didn't like people to eat little pieces of them? But Genovo Chen here, his master's thesis was basically about, what's it called? It's about dynamic difficulty adjustment. Oh, this guy looks intimidating, like he wants to eat me. Just eat his innards. We're inside him. When somebody goes to fight you and you just start eating them from the inside out, that's how you know that you've won. Oh, I think I died there. I went up a level or something. But dynamic difficulty adjustment. So basically, the idea of dynamic difficulty adjustment, it sounds futuristic, but it's actually like pretty old technology. Is that a game should adjust its difficulty to match the skill of the players. So if players start doing worse, the game should get easier. If players start doing better, the game should get harder. This is a concept that's actually used in games like Left 4 Dead, where like the games will get, or where the level is dynamically made easier or harder based on how well you're doing. So if you're ever playing Left 4 Dead and you're doing really well, then what will actually happen? Oh look, we ate that thing. We killed it. What will actually happen is less and less ammo will spawn, and things are going to get harder for you. More enemies will spawn, and so on. If, on the other hand, you are doing really terrible, more ammo will spawn, there'll be fewer zombies, and so on and so forth. So, dynamic difficulty adjustment is a concept that's been around for a while, nothing too surprising about that. It's like procedural generation. Procedural generation is sort of like how levels are randomly generated, and it's a concept that, like, you know, Diablo used and stuff like that, and it sounds kind of modern, but realistically, really old computer games, when they didn't have enough memory to create levels, designers would just create algorithms that would create really huge levels, and so worlds were procedurally generated way before Diablo, way before games like Minecraft and so on. But dynamic difficulty adjustment. So Chen here decided to implement his thesis as a game, and he created this. Now, flOw here went on to become massively successful. It had 100,000 downloads within like its first day or something like that. It's a Flash game, by the way. I'm playing it not on a PlayStation. flOw was re-released for PlayStation 3 and PSP and so on, but it was originally a Flash game, and so that is the version that I am playing today. Let's see if we can go deeper. I saw a little dark thing somewhere around here. You look for the... Oh, there it is. It's over here. So the little dark circle, yeah, there we go. That tells you how to get deeper into the game. Oh, we'll keep going deeper, man. I feel like my creature's advanced enough that he can just go into the deep, dark recesses of space and see what he can find. Look at this. It's actually getting a little scary down here, but we're gonna keep going for it. So we know how to kill these guys. You just eat the little balls that exist inside them. Easy. Oh, when they turn red, I guess they're aggressive towards you, and they will try to eat pieces of you. So yeah, he's mad at me right now because I ate one of his balls. It sounds bad. Out of context, this would be pretty terrible. Can I escape? So I'll escape and come back. Now he's like unfazed by me. Ow. I think they're eating parts of me. They've watched me. Okay, see, so when you lose health, you get knocked up to a higher difficulty or to a higher level to recover. And this is what I mean by, like, it's impossible to lose this game. Come here, buddy. Come here. Oh my god, this guy, that guy was well evolved. He knew how to dodge me. But that's what I mean. This game is like, it's impossible to lose. You just sort of keep floating around till eventually you win. And yeah, like I died right there, but it just bumped me up, so I'll just get health and go literally right back down there. So there's really no consequence to dying in this game. Anyway, this game was a hugely successful Flash game, and eventually they ended up porting it to PSP, and what else did they port it to? They ported it to PSP, they ported it to PlayStation 3, and it's sort of like a well-known like Sony game as a result. But it started its life as a Flash game. We've played a couple of Flash games on this channel before. Oh man, now I'm wrecking them. Now I'm eating all their pieces. Boom! This guy just has one ball left. Come here! Oh, we ate him so good. We ate him good. Oh man, I guess this is what it is like for microorganisms. I don't know. Microorganisms gross me out, guys. Like, to think that there's all this crap going on in our body is kind of... Ugh, I just don't like the idea of it. I don't know. Well, what do you think about it? Human beings are kind of weird. We're multicellular organisms, which means we're not a single thing. We're a bunch of little things like this that are all kind of working in agreement. So, like, do you guys watch Rick and Morty? There's an episode of Rick and Morty where Rick and Morty are joined like a Avengers-style superhero team, and one of the superheroes is a guy called like Million Ants, who's just literally like a million ants, but they are arranged in the shape of a person. And he behaves as if he's a person, but he's really made out of a million ants. And it's kind of like funny and weird to think about. But the reality is that humans are basically like million ants. We think of ourselves as a single person, but we're not. We're actually like a million little microorganisms. So we kind of basically are a million ants. It seems weird to be like, oh man, it's kind of funny. There's like a bunch of ants and they're all like standing together and they pretend to be a person. But like the reality is, like, that's what we do every single day. Okay, I found a more aggressive flOw creature down here, and I'm just gonna eat him from the butt forward. And he is not having a good time with this. He's like, oh god, all my little pieces are getting eaten. No! Oh, there's a yellow one. I haven't seen one of those before. That's his essence, his true soul. And that's how organisms grow, man. Oh, my guy's like glitching out here. What happened? Did I die? What the heck happened? I've turned into like a... What am I, like a sperm cell now? I'm like a little tiny cell. Was that the end of the game? What is this? Oh. What the heck? Whoa, what's going on? Now I'm like an orange juice molecule or something. Alright, let's see what happens when I eat this. Oh man. So actually, I think I did just beat the game. I did read that the way this game works is you make it down to the bottom level and you defeat a creature. And it's like a jellyfish, and then you get to replay the game as a jellyfish. But then when you get down to the bottom, you find yourself down there as the final boss, which is actually kind of a cool concept. Like, imagine you played Final Fight or something like that, and at the very end of the game, you beat the final boss, and then you got to replay the game as like a henchman going through the whole game again. You're like, oh, this is cool. But then when you get to the final boss at the very end, it's like Cody or Hagar or whatever character you were playing, and like he's the evil boss now, and it's your character that you helped get to that point previously. That'd be kind of cool, actually. But I'm guessing that's basically sort of the premise here. So we're gonna continue to go down. This guy moves oddly. I feel like he kind of like circles around in a way that's weird. Like, I was all used to the movement of the worm, and now I don't really know how this guy kind of operates. I guess in the PlayStation versions of this game, they upgraded it by giving you like more types of organisms that you could play as. Oops, didn't mean to go down there, but whatever. Let's just continue to go down. Let's see how quickly we can go down here. We eat all these little pieces of stuff. Like, I don't even know what's happening right now. Am I winning or am I dying? It's actually, the color scheme makes it really hard now to see the red guys. I don't like this orange background stuff. It's kind of annoying, actually. Am I winning the fight between that guy? No, I think he killed me. I don't quite understand. It was really easy to see how well I was doing when I was a worm. Now I'm like a constellation of planets. I'm like a bunch of planets in like a tight orbit with one another. And I can't tell if I'm like upgraded or what I'm eating, or... I'm not so much eating things as I am just sort of colliding with things. So, oh god. And like, yeah, my movement is like so erratic. Like, all I'm doing is clicking the mouse and holding in a direction, and then he kind of moves in that direction, but it's kind of hard. I feel like I would have better control over this with a PlayStation controller. But hey, what are you gonna do? It is kind of cool how when you're on this level, you can see the level below you. So I can see that there's a big worm right below me. So I'm like, oh shit, I better prepare for the worm. I know there's a big worm attack coming up, so gotta get ready for that. Now, this game is arguably, by the way, more art than game. Some game reviewers literally wrote that there's essentially no challenge in this game, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, because it's more of an artistic experience, but it definitely pushes it into the realm, in my experience at least, or my opinion at least, of like a completely casual game, where it's sort of like, this is not so much a game as I would say an experience, and there's nothing wrong with that per se, but it's, you know, I don't know, like if you're looking for a game to play, I don't know if flOw's gonna do it. And here's the other thing, I don't know if there'd be enough gameplay here for me to want to play this on like a PlayStation yeah, like a PlayStation. Like, I don't know. I know there was a multiplayer feature introduced in the PlayStation version, but I still don't know if that would have been enough for me. Just eating this guy's butt. Eating it one pellet at a time. He's only got one left. There we go. We ate him. We ate him till he was nothing. I still don't understand exactly how to eat these things. I know when they get close enough to me, I eat them, but I don't know exactly where my mouth is. Again, I'm not so much a creature as much as I am like a loose collection of cells. But whatever. We're borging it up, assimilating other cells into us. Let's go to a deeper level. There must be a deeper level of this game. It's kind of like Westworld. Like, we're looking for the deep level of the maze. Come here, give me your other pellet. Come back here. Oh, look, he's making a run for it. Didn't work, buddy. Didn't work. Yeah, I mean, what else can we really say about this game? I don't know, like, artsy games like this always remind me of games like Braid. Braid is actually probably my all-time favorite artsy game. And I'm actually, that's another game that's in the book, 1001 Video Games You Must Play Before You Die. So I'm looking forward to playing Braid. But Braid actually is more of a game than this. Like, this is like hardcore on the art side. Where like Braid was like, there definitely was a game there, although it was a very artistically made game, but it definitely was a game. This I would definitely say is, we're pretty much at the stage of this is just art. There's not too much game to speak of. Oh god, I'm chasing him and he's chasing me. Oh, come on, give me your pellets. Oh, we got one of them. Okay, let's see if we can eat. Oh, they're going nuts. They're going nuts. Oh, but we got his pellet too, man. Oh, look at them. They're just like zooming all over the map. Come here. I just need one more pellet off of each of these guys. Oh, we got one. There we go. I mean, I guess there's some skill in, like, eating these, like, aggressive items. These aggressive dudes. But, oh man, they're, like, so tricky. Okay, we got one. Oh, he ate a pellet. He ate it back. He ate it back. Oh man, like, the movement of this thing is so erratic. It's really annoying. Oh, where is he? Ah, we got him. Jeez. I guess you can get really good at that. I don't know. What would multiplayer be like in this game? I feel like it would just be like, you know, kind of like chaos. Like organized chaos in a way. Where's the exit, by the way? Oh, it's up here. We missed it somehow. There it is. Let's eat this thing, go to another level. Imagine that you were a creature that if somebody ate you, they would go to a deeper level of existence. That would suck to be that creature, because just everyone's just going to want to eat you all the time. And I guess you wouldn't live very long. I guess that's how that would work. So yeah, I don't know. This game was originally good old Chen's master's thesis about DDA, dynamic difficulty adjustment. I don't know if I would say that this game has any difficulty to begin with, though. Like, it's almost like he got the DD, but he forgot about the A. Or no, wait. Dynamic difficulty. He had the D and the last A, but he forgot about the middle D. Look, he forgot the challenge is basically what I'm saying. This is an interesting game where, like, you can at any point continue to go deeper and deeper into the game, but, like, it doesn't really matter, like, at any stage, because you can't really die. It's like, I don't know, there's just, like, no challenge, I would say. I think challenging games comes from the fact that you could fail. So I think the thing that makes a lot of casual games casual is the fact that there's kind of no way to lose at them. You know, like I can take as many hits as I want in this game. I'm not going to die. And because it's so easy to go down to a lower level, it's like it doesn't even matter if I get booted back to the top level. I can, like, skip down to the bottom level, like, instantly. Like, we can just sort of keep finding these little dudes and these little dudes and these little dudes. There we go. And I can just sort of, like, very quickly run to the bottom of the game if I want. So let's do this. Let's see what the bottom of the game holds. So yeah, like, I don't even know if I would consider this, like, dynamically difficult. It's dynamic, I guess. But so should Chen have earned his master's degree, or can we assess his ability sort of after the fact and say, you know what, Chen, he's a nice enough guy, but I don't know if he deserves that master's. I'm just kidding, of course. I mean, like, obviously he did the academic work to earn his master's, but this thing is actually really annoying. It keeps taking its little pellets back, even though I feel like I've eaten a whole bunch of them. Stop taking them back. It's so hard to control my little worm that's eating him. Okay, hold on. We just need, like, 2 more. Yes, we got him. See, like, look at that. I didn't even have to, like, I don't know, maybe my guy is fully upgraded, but I didn't feel like I really had to do anything. And honestly, like, I didn't even have to kill him. I think the exit drone is, like, right over here somewhere. Where are you? Reveal yourself, buddy. There we go. We'll just eat this guy. We'll eat this guy. I don't even know what we're eating. We're eating algae and alkaline thingies, stuffs, little sciencey microorganisms. Any of you guys study biology or anything like that? I feel like I couldn't do it because looking at a microscope, I'd just be constantly grossed out. But, I mean, somebody has to do it, I suppose. But, okay, yeah, I mean, what more is there to say? I feel like I've definitely given this game its fair share in the sun. flOw here is one of the games in the book 1001 Video Games You Must Play Before You Die. And I don't know what I should make about this game. I mean, first of all, it's totally a casual game. Interestingly, it's a casual game because you can't die. But, like, if the developer, like, introduced permadeath, where, like, once you take too many hits, you're dead, then almost the game would instantly change from, like, casual. Oh, it's just chasing me and I'm chasing it. From casual to, like, insanely difficult, and maybe it would become, like, a hardcore game. So I just get booted back up. Look, I just died, and it had very little impact on my life. If only real death was so not impactful. So I guess I'm fighting the creature I was last time around, because this is totally the final boss. So I'm not even fully, like, powered up, but I feel like I can take my old self. I know what my tactics were Oh, but he's trickier. Damn it. All right, so I mean, I guess here's the challenge. But again, it doesn't feel like a challenge because it doesn't feel like there's any cost to dying. So I don't know. Like, okay, I would consider this more of an artistic expression than like a game per se. And what's interesting is I had totally heard of flOw. flOw wasn't like an unknown thing before I set out on this quest. I don't think I fully knew what it was, but like once I saw the screenshots and stuff, I was like, oh yeah, it's kind of like Spore. So like, I don't know, I had heard of flOw somehow, even though I didn't really know what flOw was. So it's definitely a game that's famous enough where maybe it should land on your must play list. But I also kind of feel like, I don't know, like after seeing me play around with it for like 15 minutes here or whatever, I think you got everything you could get out of it. Maybe the multiplayer, maybe if you can get together a couple of friends and get the PSP version, the multiplayer version is quite different. But honestly, I don't know if that's enough. Oh, that thing keeps killing me. It's actually getting a little annoying. I don't think that's enough. So I don't know if I would say that this is a must play. I'm willing to say that actually this is not a must play. This is like a very interesting curiosity. It's an interesting piece of art, I think. I wouldn't really classify this as like a game. Like it's, I mean, of course it's a game, but it's not like when most people are like, I want to play a game this afternoon. I don't think anyone's going to sit around all afternoon to play this. And I couldn't really imagine buying this on like for like PSP or like your PS3 or whatever, and like really getting all that much gameplay out of it. It kind of seems like you would play it for like one afternoon and then you'd kind of wish you bought a different game because there's just not enough here. I don't know. Again, maybe the multiplayer is totally different. Maybe I'm missing something about it. Man, this worm is so annoying. He won't let me get at him. What a dick. What a dick you are, worm. Man, is this how annoying I was when I was the worm? Because if so, I was an a-hole. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think this is a must play, but hey, that's just my opinion. What do you guys think of flOw here? Is it a game that you guys have played before? Or is it a game that you only kind of casually heard about like I did? And if so, like, is your interest piqued, or do you kind of like agree with my assessment? If you have played this multiplayer, please leave some comments below. I'd love to know what the multiplayer experience in this game is like. But ultimately, I think that this is a skippable game. But hey, that's just my opinion. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, guys, whether you've enjoyed the game or not, hopefully you've enjoyed checking it out with me. If you have, go ahead, like the video, subscribe to the channel, because I'll be back in a few days with a new video and a new game. You don't want to miss out on that. Until then, I guess I'm just going to be lost in the subatomic world of pseudoplanktons, and you guys should just take care of yourselves. Okay. Hopefully next time we have more game than art to show you. That's it for today, guys. Alrighty. Peace. I don't know how you're supposed to eat this thing, but it seems impossible. Trying hit and run tactics on this thing. It is exceptionally ineffective. Like, you can't even sneak up on it. It's like my turning radius is not enough to actually get him. For every pellet I've eaten, he's eaten one back. Oh my god. How are we supposed to get this guy? Seriously, look at this thing. Hit and run tactics don't work on this guy. Tanking it doesn't work on this guy. Oh my god, forget it. Forget it. Who would have thought we'd get stumped on a game this simple? I mean, am I right? Am I right? Yeah.